Hi Aries, welcome to Free Your Spirit Healing. This is going to be messages for you for your highest good for the month of March 2025. Ooh. Wow. Flying in with a good start, actually. I feel like you are being social and celebrating something coming into March. It might feel like there's a quickening of the time, which, if you're in social settings and enjoying time with people, it may cause you to have like bittersweet moments where you're like really in the moments and also reflecting on how you're making memories in the moments that as they happen, as they occur, and reflecting on how different things are now from your childhood. I feel like you'll be contemplating aspects of your childhood and what you are still loyal to, like with the differences of being a grown-up. There's certain things or aspects of your personality that you take with you, and there are some that you leave behind, and there are some things that are conditioning or are programming from our upbringing. So I feel like you will be diving deeper into that and exploring that and questioning what you want to take into your old age with you. You may also reconcile with someone at an event. You might bump into someone that you used to know. That might be something that happens or comes up. And I feel that you will be taking advantage of connections, but it feels like a good energy. It's almost like a reciprocal, what you give, you get back type of thing. And I feel like that you're going to be aligned with something that gives you strength. You may also have to be strong for someone, or there may be someone on your mind that is pulling you emotionally, that you think about a lot. And there may be a lot of underlying emotions around it, and that may be the person that you reminisce about, or it may be someone that you just think about a lot. Whoever it is you thought of then. There's something that you're being recognized for, or there's a recognition of the person you think about a lot. You see, maybe you meet someone who's like that other person, and it makes you reminisce, and it makes you feel into where you're headed, and what you've become successful at, and why you've become successful at what you are successful in, Aries. So I feel like it's a really good month for acknowledging how far you've come and what you've got lined up. You might also be gaining recognition for something in your field. And it might be something that you've had to be very patient about and take like courageous steps, and you may have You may have needed to lean on someone who hasn't necessarily said a lot, but they've been a good listener and you felt that kind of support from them. And you connect with them very well in the feeling sense and in the emotional level. So this could be a family member or someone who feels like family, or someone you're close to. You may also be celebrating some kind of upgrade or home situation, or working on some kind of home situation, or feeling into what that looks like, what your stability looks like in terms of home life, and looking at what changes you want to make. And in the way that you're approaching that is not really in a hands-on way right now in March. It's in more of a esoteric way, so you're kind of feeling into things, and also in terms of speaking to people about what you're up to. I think you're being very choosy with your words. There may be moments where you're actually quite secretive because you want to keep the nature of things energetically even, and you're aware that when you share things, depending on who you share them with, it can either enhance them or it can wobble them. So I feel like you're doing some manifesting around something to do with stability of home life, and possibly reconciling something. And that could be reconciling something to do with a person, or it could be a situation. I feel like you're also you're aiming to have more fun, or you're doing more fun things. You're getting out a bit more. Your adventurous side is coming out in March, and you're manifesting a long-term stability. I feel like you're hatching a plan. You've got a plan, Aries. And I feel like whatever it is successful. You can see the success in it, in the direction that you're taking it. This feels like you're very much in control of your own destiny in March. So this is great. And your magic making, the things that you're putting out there, I feel like you are gathering the resources to get forward momentum. And you also may have someone who is connected to your family, or who is in your family, who also has advice to give you or steps to take that will assist your long-term plans. You may even inherit some kind of money, some kind of funds might come your way in March that help push things along. You also may feel, with all the partying and all the kind of things where you feel like you're in the spotlight, you are managing a lot, I heard. So if you're managing a lot of different aspects of your life all at the same time, and it's a lot, or there's a lot of demands or pulls on your attention, your superpower in March will be to know when to step back and be in your own space, to take time for yourself, to regroup. Allow yourself to do that. feel like there may be something that happens that's emotional that you overcome, in terms of someone that you meet, or someone who apologizes, or some kind of reconciliation. You are overcoming something, and there's also something that you see about a situation that you decide to really keep quiet about. You're keeping your thoughts to yourself in March. And working on your long-term goals. And family stability. I feel like that's the key words for you this month. Ooh, what's going on there for Aries? Highest good, please. It may be that the person that you're involved with, involved with in some way, that you are needing extra courage or strength to overcome some kind of dynamic with them. And maybe that's why you're staying a little bit more guarded. I feel like your guardedness around the situation causes a tower moment for this person, or it changes the structure of the outcome. It kind of shocks it into a different trajectory. And it may be because this person has been slow walking, and you felt strung along, and it may be that's what you're overcoming, or that you overcome in March, that you are not standing for anyone who is dilly-dallying or not upfront. Yeah, if someone is not upfront in their communication with you, I feel like you haven't got time for that anymore, which is fair enough. Yeah, and you're just gonna keep your head down and keep working, and working on your goals. And in doing so, I feel like this person or whoever you're dealing with, they kind of show you their true colors, or they show you the same, that they show you their challenge to get over their own stuckness when it comes to confusion, and they are still confused. And I feel like you are liberating yourself from someone else's problems. Wow, Aries, that's mighty fine. Wow. Oh my goodness. Liberating yourself from someone else's problems. That's awesome, Aries. And that seems to be the dominant energy in March. And it may feel at the same time disappointing because you're letting go. And you may question that change. But there is something closing out, and you may need to go through that process of grief, of acknowledging the finality of what has occurred. So that might be a big deal for you in March. And I'm sure you have friends who you can lean on and rely on and get support from. So you know who your friends are. And now I'm going to give you a sacred power card. Wow. of all the friends, I feel like your faith is growing stronger, or you are getting closer to relying on your intuition, especially when it comes to social settings. It's almost like there's a veil has been pulled back, and you're now seeing dynamics in your relationships with other people. Even when you're a stranger in a room and meeting people, your assessment is your perception and your assessment is stronger and clearer, and I feel like you're sinking into the trust of that. And you also may have a visitation from an angel in March. Oh, I feel like you may be connecting to people who have already passed over, who are in your family as well. So you may have a dream or two or three, like significant dreams. You can also ask questions of someone who's passed over, who you know, who you remember, who you've met, and ask them a question, and they will likely come to you in a dream and answer you. So whatever questions you have, you can spend a minute before you go to sleep and meditate on that and talk to them as if they were in the room with you. And you'd be surprised at the magic that can happen and the answers that can come from that. So doves might be significant for you in March. You might be making peace. I feel like you're making peace in the decision that you're making to do with this person who you are overcoming something with. And then this is the Psychic Tarot Heart deck. Aries, the highest good. Thank you. Oh, there's one there. Oh, wow. Choose your battles. I feel like this links in with the Tower moment that you have of recognizing a dynamic with someone and needing to walk away or remove yourself, or feeling abandoned by someone. It's that could be the other possibility. Someone may have just like cut you off or in some way. But I feel like you know all this and you feel it. You've already processed a lot of it in the past months. But I feel like you're recognizing the same loop or cycle, and you're really wanting to break that and make some changes. So choose your battles, exactly. And you do, Aries, know when enough is enough, and you draw the line. And what I notice in this read is a lot of the mouths are closed, including those three. And so I feel like you'll be saying less, even though you're an action-oriented fire sign. I feel like you'll be saying less and doing more with your actions, and keeping yourself to yourself, figuring things out. Ooh, and there's some healing for your heart as well. So wearing green might be good for you, and going out in nature, spending time with grass and trees and green areas, and putting your hand on your heart and looking in the mirror and saying, I love you, is always a good one. So embrace you, and that's going to help stabilize everything. Because you've got another 4 here. You've got the start of the reads 4 of Wands, and you've got the 4 for the heart chakra. So it's a stabilizing month. Oh, and 4 of Cups as well. So 4 is the dominant number. So that will be a sign for you as well that you're on the right path when you see 4. however you see that. So have a great month, and please like and share and subscribe. I appreciate you all.